Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Customs. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 1:64 scale Hot Wheels Nissan 35GT-RR. It's JDM time here at MLC. This is a brand new casting right out of the blister pack, so there won't be any repair work needed for a change. But I do have some special updates in mind that I've been wanting to try, and this is just the right car to experiment on. Pour yourself a hot cup of coffee and get ready for a little custom work and a little jazz. I've already drilled out the rivets front and back, and you can see a plastic base comes off here. Sport interior and one-piece glass, including the headlights. Not a mark on it because it's new, so it's going to save me some time on this project. I will be swapping out these wheels for a nice upgraded set of Samad wheels later on. I take a moment at the beginning, not after all the paint is done, to drill out and fit some 256 size Phillip head screws. Here's a look at one of the real cars, and it is a sharp-looking automobile, isn't it? The full name of this model is the LB Silhouette Works GT 35GT-RR version 2. That's a designation for a body kit designed by LBWK, a Japanese aftermarket automotive company, and it's intended to be fitted on the Nissan GT-R. It consists of a front bumper and diffuser, rear bumper and diffuser, a new style silhouette rear wing, wide fenders and side skirts, and a new hood and trunk. This casting is said to be the first in a collaboration between LBWK and Hot Wheels. Early prototypes featured version 1 on the base, as opposed to version 2. Next week's custom on my channel is another in my Mad Max Fury Road vehicles, followed in March by a Mercedes for the Dibs builders, and I don't want you to miss my channel 2nd anniversary Porsche Invitational, which I'd love you to join in and be part of. You don't need to have a YouTube channel, just a Porsche, and you give it away. This week's community shoutout goes to a fellow countryman of my wife Petra, Dom's Garage out of Austria. It's an excellent channel, and Dom just featured the exact same car I'm working on today, so I invite you to follow the link that I put in the description and get over there and get all subbed up and let them know you came over from Maple Leaf Customs. Thanks for doing that. After the bare metal work and filing down of some rough spots and casting lines, the GT-R goes into primer, and while that dries up, I go to work on a couple of steps that I like to take, even though you're not likely going to clearly see the inside of this car. But I'm going to swap out the steering wheel. This is a right-hand drive, and I'm going to leave it like that. And I'll do some custom red leather sports seats in the front. And even if you don't get to see it, well, I know what's in there. And it's good practice for me. Now it's time to pull the curtain back a little bit and give you a glimpse of my inspiration for this build. I first saw this Mini GT advertised online, and I fell in love with it right away, and I thought, hey, I could do that. It's called the Kuma graffiti livery, and it's going to be my most intricately detailed decal job so far. I take a picture of the car and then I put it on my desktop publishing in a scale size, superimpose the decals over top of that so I've got the correct measurements. Print them, cut them out, and you're watching the application process. In this case today, I use an awful lot of this Decal Sol, and it's actually a solvent that helps to soften the decals and adhere them, especially to all of the contours on this body kit of the 35GT-RR. Probably went on in 6 or 8 different cutouts, including the windshield and the back glass signage, and as always a custom channel logo on the chassis whenever there's enough room. Here's the promised wheel swap where I do away with the original Hot Wheels and put on an upgraded set of Samed wheels. If I'm ever going to use these lime green colored rims, it's going to be on this multicolored Kuma graffiti model. They're perfect on this one. Time to put everything back together now, and it's as simple as can be. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. They click back into place just as I hoped they would. This build was great fun for me, mostly because of the design of the graffiti livery, I suppose, but I'm still happy to say at this point in a build, another one's in the can. Let's have a closer look. I put 3 coats of clear lacquer on top of that for a glistening shine. You can see the Samed wheels pick up some of the Kuma graffiti colors, and it's still a great roller. And the body kit parts look really nice with the front and back diffusers and the spoiler. I touched up the exhaust on the back. There was no real detail on the bottom to concern myself with, but I have to say it really came out well. I didn't know when I started. It already was an LBWK livery, just kind of plain Jane blue. And if you don't try, you never succeed. Look at that. I think it's brilliant. It's not exactly the same model that the Mini GT was, but it is a Nissan GT-R, and I think it suits this car perfectly. Shows off well in my garage diorama. I really do like the looks of how it turned out. And I even made a street graffiti scene base, just for fun. Into a custom blister pack it goes, as do all my builds. This one is kid-friendly, so I'm going to take it to the Goodwill store, and it will be handed out as a free gift to a little boy or girl. I want to say thank you for visiting my channel today. Please leave a respectful comment below and tell me what you think of the graffiti car, and be sure to tell me where you're watching from. Come on back soon and often. It's coffee time.